Arianna Huffington, the woman behind the hugely popular website Thrive Global, has a simple yet profound message for us all. You can't think of sleep as an expense. You have to think of sleep as an investment. We're going to talk about exactly that in this video. If you want to learn how to think about sleep differently, if you want to learn some really actionable things you can start doing today to ensure you get better sleep, then this video is for you. Here's our summary of the New York Times bestseller, The Sleep Revolution by Arianna Huffington. What's up, my friends? Are you tired of feeling tired? Welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into today's video, I'm going to ask you a question. Is sleep becoming an endangered species? Is the ability to sleep deeply and soundly throughout the night a luxury reserved only for the elite few? Or is it something that you too can reclaim in your life? In this video, we will explore the latter. We will discuss why sleep is no longer a priority for most of us and how we can bring it back into focus so that we can all experience the many benefits of a good night's rest. This book was written by someone who knows firsthand how important sleep is. Arianna Huffington is the founder and CEO of the wildly popular website Thrive Global, which is dedicated to helping people around the world live healthier, more balanced lives. She learned firsthand just how fragile the ability to sleep can be when she collapsed from exhaustion at her desk. One night in 2009, the burnout she experienced stemmed from years of working nonstop and ignoring her body's signals that she needed rest. This led to a serious health scare that forced her to take a step back and reevaluate her priorities in life. Huffington realized that she needed to make sleep a priority in order to live a healthier, more balanced life. And she began to see sleep not as an expense but as an investment in her overall well-being. This realization led her to write the New York Times best-selling book, The Sleep Revolution, Transforming Your Life One Night at a Time. Why should we care about sleep? For starters, a lack of sleep is now considered a public health issue affecting millions of Americans. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 35% of American adults regularly get insufficient sleep. This chronic sleep deprivation has a negative impact on our productivity, mental health, and overall well-being. In fact, the CDC estimates that sleep deprivation costs the United States over $229 billion annually in lost productivity. But sleep deprivation doesn't just affect our wallets. It can also have a major impact on our health. Studies show that not getting enough sleep can increase our risk of developing serious health conditions such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and obesity. Furthermore, sleep deprivation has been linked to an increased risk of mental health problems such as depression and anxiety. Lack of sleep can also lead to serious safety issues. For example, sleep-deprived individuals are more likely to be involved in motor vehicle crashes and other accidents. Sleep deprivation can also impair judgment and decision-making abilities, which can lead to risky behavior. So what exactly is sleep? To answer that question, we need to look at the science of sleep. Sleep is a natural process that occurs in all animals. It is characterized by a reversible state of altered consciousness, reduced responsiveness to external stimuli, and temporary cessation of movement. During sleep, our brains and bodies undergo several distinct stages, each characterized by its own unique brainwave activity. Our circadian rhythm, which is our internal biological clock, regulates these sleep stages. It is influenced by environmental cues such as light and temperature and helps to maintain the body's natural sleep-wake cycle. While we sleep, our brains and bodies carry out a variety of essential functions, including the consolidation of memories, the restoration of energy levels, and the release of hormones that promote growth and repair. Now that we understand what sleep is and how it affects our bodies, let's examine why so many of us are sleep-deprived in the first place. Arianna argues that our current cultural obsession with hustle culture is to blame. We live in a society that values hard work and success above all else. We're constantly connected to our work via smartphones and other devices, which makes it difficult to disconnect and relax. We may feel guilty about taking time for ourselves or believe that we must sacrifice sleep to be productive. However, Arianna argues that this is the wrong way to think about sleep. Sleep is not an expense, it is an investment. By prioritizing sleep, we can actually be more productive and successful in the long run. Let's take a closer look at some of the biggest sleep myths. First, some people claim that they can get by on just 4 hours of sleep per night. This may be true in the short term, but studies show that chronic sleep deprivation can have serious negative consequences on our health and well-being. Second, some people believe that those who sleep a lot are lazy or weak, but according to the National Sleep Foundation, most adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep per night. Getting enough sleep actually shows that you are strong and self-disciplined. We now know the problem. We know why we're facing a sleep crisis, and we've busted some common sleep myths. Now let's talk about the solution. Let's talk about how we can start getting better sleep tonight. Arianna offers several actionable tips that we can start implementing immediately. First, we can start by creating a digital detox zone in our bedrooms. This means that we should avoid using our phones, tablets, and computers in bed. Instead, we can read, meditate, or journal before going to sleep. We can also try to make our bedrooms darker, quieter, and cooler. These environmental factors can help us fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Additionally, we can practice good sleep hygiene, which includes maintaining a regular sleep schedule and avoiding caffeine and alcohol before bedtime. Meditation and mindfulness practices can also help quiet the mind and prepare us for restful sleep. By making small changes to our bedrooms and daily routines, we can create an environment that is conducive to sleep and improve our sleep quality. Another great tip from the book is to treat sleep as a priority. We often schedule our days full of meetings and obligations, but we rarely prioritize sleep. We must learn to say no to extra commitments so that we can make time for rest and relaxation. We can also utilize technology to our advantage by setting reminders to take breaks and go to bed on time. By making sleep a priority, we send a clear message to our bodies that rest and rejuvenation are important. We must also learn to listen to our bodies. When we are tired, we should rest. We must pay attention to our body's signals and honor them. Otherwise, we risk burning out and experiencing a serious health scare like Arianna did. Taking naps when possible can also be beneficial in helping us catch up on lost sleep. However, it's important to keep naps short, around 20 to 30 minutes, so that we don't disrupt our nighttime sleep. One of the most important takeaways from the book is that we are not alone in this sleep crisis. Arianna encourages us to join the global movement to reclaim sleep and prioritize rest. We can support organizations that are working to raise awareness about sleep deprivation and its consequences. We can also share our own experiences with others and encourage them to prioritize sleep. By working together, we can create a world where sleep is valued and everyone gets the rest they need. So what is the takeaway from all of this? Sleep is not an expense. It is one of the most important investments we can make in our overall health and well-being. By understanding the science of sleep, setting healthy sleep habits, and joining the global sleep revolution, we can all prioritize rest and reap its many benefits. So let's start today. Let's start by making small changes to our bedrooms and daily routines, and let's support each other in our journey to better sleep. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Comment below with some of your best sleep habits and tips. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos like this one. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.